Well, what is going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Thriller here. As I welcome you all to Being the Asylum. And we are back for the second night. This time, this will be episode 249. Last night, it was me and True Jaybird. This time, because I don't know what's going on with True Jaybird. Don't know if he's going to show up or not, but either way, I got alongside with me here this time, the Omega Red.
Oh, look at that. It's just me. What do you know?
It's just me, day one.
Just me. But yeah, I mean, would have joined yesterday, but I literally went to bed. I literally fell asleep at like 9 o'clock and didn't wake up till my alarm rang for work in the morning. Literally.
Mm-hmm.
Kid you not.
So that
It was
sounds.
a very exhausting. I had a very exhausting day yesterday, so that's probably why I just passed out and went to sleep.
So yeah, sometimes you gotta get some good rest.
Yeah.
So yeah, folks, we are gonna be go through some things when it comes to Omega Rest part of to give his predictions or like from last night that we did with the True Gamer. Well, most likely it was just to cover for NXT No Mercy. And then I solo did the victory row, which I'm gonna go through again because victory row is actually it's given right. It's on, I think it's on right now. I'm not. I'm trying to avoid spoilers to watch. So I can see the show itself. Like later on. Hopefully, I'll get to watch it later on before I go to bed for me
Well,
to
what
get ready
about
for work
SmackDown?
tomorrow.
Oh God.
Well, I'll watch it another day. Because I doubt they'll do any huge follow up of it on SmackDown. Because Raw, I thought Raw did a good job with the follow up for this show.
You talking about this week's Raw? Oh, not this. Yeah, this week's Raw.
Yeah, when it came to their spectacular night of WrestlePalooza, according to Triple H.
Oh no,
That
he's
show was
Friday.
but that show was not spectacular. But I'll
Well,
say this, I'll
WrestlePalooza.
give you yeah, WrestlePalooza. But I did say I thought WrestlePalooza was a better show than All Out. It didn't drag on too long, like how that show was,
Oh, so that's why he said it was too long.
pretty much. But there was not anything special about the show at all. Because I guess we'll talk about it a little bit here because because apparently into Brock Lesnar versus John Cena. Apparently, the original idea was for John Cena to go over on Brock Lesnar. Thank God that changed. You know, you know that would have been a disaster. So far,
Yeah.
one of the right moves they did. But fortunately for you, and I guess to a degree for me, the same thing. The same thing. You know, can also go with the main event because as much you always grab on Cody Rhodes, apparently there was talks about Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre wanted you know to have Randy Orton involved for the main event, where Owens will accidentally cause Cody Rhodes the match so that Drew McIntyre could win and win the championship. And then, further the story of Randy Orton potentially, slow turning heel. And so what they did on the show, that's not what we got.
Nope.
And then the soundbite, could come at a better time for that. It was it's basically how the soundbite sounded when it came to after seeing that main event of WrestlePalooza. Underwhelming.
Boring.
Yeah, so much that someone from ESPN didn't the match was anything special either. But WWE, they'll you know praise it like this was a great thing.
Nope. It was not.
Yeah, like
Not even
how
close.
AEW does. Thinking that everything they did, that was great, even though not all of it was great.
No.
But then you get
Oh,
these sickos that will
you guys
that'll
are
go
just
along with it.
crybaby.
So much crybaby, that crybaby Phil who was crying on going to that table because he wanted GT as stuff wrong so badly. Which I didn't mind that would happen, but either way,
Well, is it Seth Rollins your boy?
no.
Yeah, he's your boy, Robert. How can we hate him?
Like the boy who cried wolf.
He's
But
the boy cried wolf.
but yeah, so because of that, and why they didn't go what they want to go? Because they want to go with a story that they wanted to do. To basically rehash the story that apparently Omega Red is not into, and be honest with you, I'm not either.
Well, Cody and Randy?
No, Cody and Seth.
Oh, yeah. No. I mean, I'll say this. The promo on Monday, I mean, it was fine. It was nothing amazing.
It was fine.
Just literally the same old fucking... It's literally the same shit these two have been saying for like the past year or so. Literally the same old shit. Practically, other than the whole Shield of WrestleMania thing, and that's practically the only new shit they really said throughout the whole promo.
Yeah.
Because you got Cody Rhodes talking about how he's world champion, how he finished his story, and blah 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 blah. Same old fucking promo every fucking week. And then you got Seth Rollins, pretty much the same old promo he's had every week too. I'm the revolutionary, I'm the visionary, I'm Seth freaking Rollins. It's the same old shit. Literally, same old shit.
The future runs by me. Runs through me, wherever.
Run by me, I lead the vision, and whatever the fuck else he says. That I'm forgetting on the top of my head at the moment. I don't really care. It's literally the same old shit.
Same old shit.
From both guys. I know we love Cody and all, but you gotta admit, he literally says the same shit every week as well when it comes to his promos.
Yeah, he does.
Practically almost the exact same thing. Pretty much it's to the point now where for both of those guys, I don't know, if you watch one of their promos, you practically watch them all at this point.
Pretty much.
Especially Seth Rollins. He's the most repetitive one out of the two.
Mm-hmm.
Seth Rollins is the one I would actually say, well, if you heard his promo this week, you practically heard them all throughout the whole year. Like, Jesus.
Yeah, that guy never knows how to shut up.
Hey, at least they didn't cut. At least they didn't the promo bout and go on for 30 minutes.
No, they didn't. Well, that's coming though. That part is coming.
That's probably gonna come on next week, Raw.
Probably.
They're gonna have a 30-minute promo battle between the two.
Well, nonetheless, but the match that everyone wants us to see and look forward to, if they would have just done the what Cody and Drew pitched for the end of WrestlePalooza to really make it something that people would have talked about with the anyone heel turn on Cody Rhodes, and that and people all have been waiting to see Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes for a long time. And no, I don't count the tournament that they're in. We're talking about what comes to a program with one another.
Yeah, because you never really had a program with each other, right? Other than I
Exactly.
guess you could I guess if you want to count the break of legacy, but then again that wasn't really like a one-on-one, program or anything like that.
Now that didn't come to on the Raw SmackDown. When Cripples ended up being on Dashing.
Oh, that was the first. That was the first like actual program they had against one another.
Yeah, I mean, unless you count, when Cripples first started, that involved his dad. But then again, to recount that, it was basically more so the Bill Randy Orton versus Dusty Rhodes, more so than
Oh
because
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, because didn't they have a match? Dusty and Randy.
Yeah, that's
I believe
right.
they did, right?
That's his bull rope match. I think that's what they call it.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure they did have a match at one point. During that little program.
And he did it.
That obviously was Cody over, not Cody, Randy over at the time because obviously he was the young star at that time.
Yep, exactly. And that led to him facing John Cena.
Oh yeah, until he faced John Cena. Yep. and then him being a young star went out the window, right out the window once he feuded John Cena.
Oh no, but he elevated him.
Oh God. It was the best feud ever. Oh no.
The greatest feud rivalry of all time. No, it's not.
No, not even close. It doesn't even compare to Rock and Austin.
Nope.
Doesn't compare to Austin and Michaels. Doesn't compare to Savage or Hogan. Not even close.
Doesn't even compare to Trish and Lita.
Nope.
But I digress. But yeah, there could have been some type of program they could have done with this since Girls came back. And I know they want to take time and build it and not build it up right away. But it's been since what year he came back? 2022, and here we are in 2025.
Soon to be 2026 in a couple months, which is crazy to say.
Like how long are we going to keep milking this? So we finally get that program. Yes, I know Randy Orton has been gone. Yeah, besides Randy Orton being gone for that long too, he's back in he's back
back problems, back
surgery.
surgery.
Yeah, and then with Cody Rhodes being gone with the pectoral, from that year that he returned. But like when the hell are we gonna get this already? Are they waiting for WrestleMania? Is that gonna be the WrestleMania match? Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes? What's gonna happen? Orton can win the Chamber because he ain't win the Rumble.
Who, Randy Orton?
Yeah, Randy Orton. I mean,
no,
imagine.
He's not winning the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, Cena tried to win the Rumble. He was a final two, but came close but no cigar. Then he gets himself a Chamber match, which he won, and that and he gets close for the championship. I feel like we're gonna go back to the same ball here again. This time, it's gonna be Randy Orton. With Orton winning the Chamber.
Yeah, we're gonna have Randy Orton. Oh God.
Oh God.
Yeah, you would go like, nah, I'm done watching this now. I ain't watching this.
Yeah, sure, we're gonna get that. But
they'll draw money.
Oh, yeah, better. Oh, even better. How Jordan told you. Well, anyways, but the fact is that what came to that event, WrestlePalooza, when they try to make it, they try to make it, they want to make it the big pay-per-views, and then it didn't feel that way at all. No, and I don't think they really mean it when they say that either, because again, this is all just to hide their bullshits, just because this show came out of nowhere, the name came out of nowhere. also to kind of program AEW because it's them
He wanted
debut
to
on
cow program
ESPN.
AEW, and then he just wanted to appeal to ESPN, and obviously that didn't work out. So,
No,
God, you know, and if it keeps going up in this rate with the ESPN shows, oh, how's it gonna? How long is it gonna be before ESPN just drops WWE as one of the things they stream?
yeah, because
Because if they keep doing
they
bad
didn't care
shows,
about.
ESPN's gonna drop them eventually. They're gonna be like, no, yeah, we've seen enough. You're done. Yeah, you can go back to Peacock now. That's probably what would happen. So.
That's pretty much what happened. But the question is, does Peacock want them back after they drop them just because they won't be on ESPN?
Or you would just say, you know what, how about you just bring back the WWE Network?
Hey, either way, I would be probably fine.
Or worse, they probably say, oh, we're going to launch the TKO Network.
TKO Network.
Well, you can watch UFC, WWE, and new box promotion. What's wrong with that? Oh, God.
Yeah. So, by the way, since we're bringing up ESPN, what comes to this, what because that couldn't help but the let's see, where is it? I thought I had it here somewhere. Okay, it's my other phone. But I guess I'll share Messenger either way. In fact, yeah, that was supposed to be something for me to share with you, anyways. But I guess I'll do it later then. But all right, so either way, but let me bring up the card for um for 50-year-old. In case you're wondering what the match is that they're doing tonight. Um,
Well, what show now?
for TNA Victory Road 2025. This is their final stop
Isn't that going on right
before.
now?
Yeah, it's going right now as we speaking. And I have the card here. What comes to the matches that are happening because something happened this week where one match is not on the card.
Oh, yeah,
And
I know. I know what it is.
yeah,
And
and
apparently,
after
from
looking
what
at
I
this,
heard, apparently there's also something going on with Ash Elegance too. So not as bad as the other person, but apparently it's like
oh,
injury
well,
related issue or something like
it's
that.
Lash Spike is injured.
Apparently she. Well, I mean, I saw it on a clip, and yeah, I don't want to say it. Obviously, you're gonna watch it, so I'd rather not,
All right.
say anything at the moment. But yeah, as far as the other person goes, yeah, I know. I heard about what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, unfortunately, it seems like she's guilty as charged. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, and I talked about it, last night and all, and
You talked about it last night.
yeah, I talked about it last night about it on BTA, and like it's a damn shame.
Yeah, turns out she was an abuser. She abused her ex-boyfriend or something like that?
His ex-boyfriend, yeah, that they live together. They used to love each other, but then something happened along the way. I don't know. Both of them are obviously wrestlers.
Yeah. Yeah, I
It's
heard
just, it's just
a
a mess.
lot of wrestling promotions dropped her from their companies, and
Yeah,
she disappeared out of the face of TNA. And I mean, you think she would last any longer at this point?
I don't think so. If it's a sense of
Pretty
if
much, you
they
think she's
work
done.
together,
You pretty much think Monster
I think
Sandwich is done for. Right.
I think so. I mean, the others are right there. That was being shared.
Yeah, she's done for. Never do come back. I'm just gonna say it.
It's a damn shame because I'm just know what to say. I'm basically lost for words. I mean, I already said last night about it, but this is a very sensitive thing to talk about here because Akiwa also talk about consider to her abusing like that. He thought taking his own life on three occasions. Like it fucked him up mentally.
Yeah.
And that but yeah.
Yeah, obviously that was the thing that was originally supposed to happen. Monster Sandwich versus Ashby Elegance for the TNA Knockouts Championship, but obviously that's never going to happen anymore. So.
And the funny thing is, when I was watching TNA Impact last night, I noticed that. Well, I didn't watch it live, but I watched it after I was done with the show. But and I noticed as they're going through the car, no mention of Ashby Elegance, no mention about Master Sandwich, not even mention of when it comes to the match. It was again during that week where they found out the news about what's going on with that whole thing with Masha and Akira. And noticed that she also wasn't part of NXT, being invaded by TNA stars, on the end of the show.
Nope.
Because they probably knew at that time, there was something that's going on there. And she wasn't even part of last week's TNA show. I'm talking about Masha. I don't remember if they showed like a real package, whatever, of Masha versus Ashby Elegance. I don't remember seeing Ashby Elegance on the show either, or at least a real package either of it, because I have the matches. They probably knew like a time before all that came out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's safe to say they probably knew that she wasn't. She was no longer going to be there any longer.
Yeah, so I think like you said, she's done. She's done. TNA School Parts cut ties with her. Because I'm here so far is a suspension until they get further into the investigation to see what's really going down with that. But either way, it doesn't look good. It's still, I think it's still her their way to have her to be X out the door of TNA.
Yeah, safe to say she's done for. Career over, more than likely. Unfortunately,
career over. Because it's not just TNA. It's also because there's also other indies
yeah, multiple indie promotions pulled her from their shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, indie promotions, TNA, more than likely are going to fire her. WWE probably aren't going to want nothing to do with her. Even though there's probably were interest at one point, but not anymore.
They were. I'm pretty sure they were at one point, but yeah.
Yep, like with Tessa Blanchard, no more. No longer any interest in that regard.
Now what comes? Yeah, but what comes to Tessa Blanchard, she is back in TNA wrestling. After the quote unquote being suspended early, storyline because they're trying to put that up for. I know what they're doing with this. They're gonna have GM Miller step into the ring for TNA wrestling to have a match against Tessa Blanchard at Bound for Glory. That's what they're all building up to. Basically, GM Miller's going to start wrestling for TNA wrestling. Besides the whole stupid show they was doing every year, when it comes to going back to the 80s. But I think that was one time thing she did that. Though I could be wrong, but anyways, but based on all this, will that match being removed from the card, and that's seeing the card that they're good enough for Victory Road. Not really, a real strong card, to be honest with you. For example, now I don't know where this match came from. Other than I guess they want to showcase these guys, but they're going to be showcasing the pre-show, and it's a match between Cedric Alexander versus Trey Miguel versus Zachary Wentz. Why? I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm pretty sure that. Yeah, basically a triple threat match, a three-way match. They have it here, but it's a pre-show match, so I guess they need a pre-show match to showcase. So, and that's the only pre-show match they got there. I mean, that could change. Could go again. They probably added one more pre-show match, because I don't want to see the full results. I'm just reading this outdated card I'm not reading here from Wikipedia. And then you get the other match that they added on here. The Nemeth brothers, Nick and Ryan versus Matt Cardona and the Hometown Man.
Oh Jesus!
So I guess they're acknowledging now that Cody Deaner is the Hometown Man. We'll come to Tom Hedefin saying that on commentary from this past from this week's Sydney Impact show here.
It's like the Hometown Man. It's pretty much the modern day version of Mr. America, practically.
Practically.
I'll bet you guys love it. Oh God.
I mean, it's entertaining. He's making it work. So, but this is the match. And why is this the match? Because Cardona has issues with the Nemeth brothers, so he needed a tag team partner, and the Hometown Man was the man to be his tag team partner. So, and on top of that, the Hometown Man was eliminated from the Battle Royal by Ryan Nemeth. He was fucking annoying me in that match. By the way, wasn't even in the match that much, which is a smart thing because he's never been that good in the ring anyways.
Ryan Nemeth?
That's the match. Yeah, Ryan Nemeth. Yeah.
Oh fuck him.
And what he got eliminated in the match by a knockout, Lian Lee, the former Sire Lee. that was great.
I'll say, oh, what a surprise! He got eliminated.
The only thing that's is regretting is that it should have been Sire Brooks to eliminate her because Sire Brooks she did get eliminated by Ryan Nemeth, and that pissed me off. And basically the Battle Royal, the reason that's going to they were having this Battle Royal is because someone whoever wins this Battle Royal is going to get the number 20 spot for the upcoming TNA's Cody Sharp Gauntlet match they're going to be doing. The annual Cody Sharp Gauntlet match. So that's the reason they did the Battle Royal. Because the women's could be involved too. Knockouts. That's that. It's gonna be one of the intergender matches that they all do of Battle Royal. And now I don't know if that's gonna be that much. But then again, it's gonna be also surprises too because they might add some NXT people as well, and to be in the match as well. Just make it a surprise, whatever, I guess. But anyways, but that's one of the matches going on. Then there's the other match, Eric Young versus Joe Hendry. At least this match has been built up, so they have a program, and Eric Young doesn't have his guys anymore with him. He got rid of them. But let's do with TNA though. But basically he cut the dead way of them, and he's going with this crazy thing that. Which he's always been crazy. Oh, that's always been a gimmick. He's
he got rid of the armory.
Yeah, he got rid of the armory. Yeah.
You're gonna miss him. Oh wow.
they're still there. They're just not with him anymore. So let's see what TNA can do with him, without them being with Lackey. Being what these guys, being Lackey to someone like Eric Young and Josh Alexander. Let's see what they can do by themselves. That's basically what they did there. It's not so. Yeah. So everyone's saying that there's a cleanse coming. A cleanse coming. Whatever that means. I don't know. Maybe that's the name of the faction. The cleanse. That he's going. He's going to try to build. So I don't know. We'll see. The match they built up here is Steve Macklin defending his TNA International Championship against Frankie Kazarian. Another match also has been built up too. That I actually care for on the show here. The other match also they built up to as well. The Elegant brand. So you still got some elegance involved on the show here. It just doesn't involve the TNA Knockouts World Champion.
I bet you love it that they're involved.
I mean, I do. Yeah, I rather see them, to be honest with you. But at the same time, not gonna pick Ash Elegance while she's down because Monster Slam is just domestic violence allegations. But you got the Elegant brand defending the TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Championship against the Inspiration, Cassie Lee and Jessica McKay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, speaking of tag team titles, I'm gonna bring this up because I knew you probably saw what happened on Dynamite, but we came to Tony Khan's major announcement that he was promoting since.
Oh yeah, I know about this.
Now I'll say this: we did knew ahead of time. I think about maybe last year he mentioned it that the titles were made already. It's just he just went for to introduce it because for one thing the women's during that time were injured. What comes to put up a tag team division for the women's for AEW. I guess that's could be their answer to prove that we can build a better women's tag team division than WWE. At least that's what I think of why they're doing this. But the thing is, you don't have the Outcast no more. When it comes to Soraya and obviously Ruby Soho. She's now been a full-time mother now. I don't know if she's done with wrestling, but
I have no idea.
Yeah, no either. But
it's been a while since we saw Ruby Soho.
Mm-hmm. But you start you seen these tag teams, being built up, like the Vendetta, which is Ty Valkyrie and the Emperor, was probably their Ring of Honor. Same thing with the Renegade Sisters. They're also in Ring of Honor, but one was also injured. And that's Charlotte Renegade. Meanwhile, Robin Renegade is still active. Then the Rosa, who's injured, which I think it was supposed to be a thing with her and Tony Storm to be the Thunder Tits. Since Tony Storm was the champion. Mm-hmm. He's in the role.
So there's a lot of injuries going on in AEW right now.
Pretty much, yeah. And obviously, they want to bring Rebecca back to team up with Timmy Hater because for one thing, those two are not friends anymore for a reason. And on top of that, they've been petty because of they don't want to use Rebecca anymore.
Yeah, I think I won't be surprised if Rebecca they're holding her hostage so she doesn't go to WWE anytime soon. Instead of just
and you would think that Rebecca will it would maybe it's time for her to come back now. Rebecca, we'll work things out and everything and all that. Because this week Saturday they were at Pittsburgh, which is the hometown of Britt Baker.
Oh yeah, and everyone thought she was going to return, but obviously that didn't happen. So.
Nope. Instead, we got another Pittsburgh native, Lee Moriarty, which I didn't mind. I'll say it. I didn't mind. But at the same time, he wasn't going to. he was not going to win the belt from Heyman.
No.
But so the point is, folks, we all knew that the titles would come in. It was only a matter of when.
And yeah,
And finally,
and you'll pick the men's titles too.
And they look at the men's titles. Now, we should not be upset that the titles are here. The titles are finally here. Because we already knew this. We already knew it was this was that Tony Khan told us about this. That
Is
it was
the titles design you have problems with?
It's the title design I have a problem with. I'm like, it's basically the men's title. Only thing is to put women's on it. Like, really? Oh, you have to tell.
I feel like the men's titles are just perfect for the men, but as far as for the women, yeah, that's where I'm like, you could have made them look a little different.
So you held these belts away for over a year, and wherever, like in your safe or vote, whatever, and you finally got a chance to reveal it, and this is the design you came up with. Basically, you just carbon copy the men's tag team titles, and I like the men's tag team titles, but come on, it should be all different from.
It's bad when at least the WWE women's tag team titles have its own unique design, didn't just copy off the men's penny titles, at the time when they got introduced.
Yeah, exactly. What the difference is with it over AW is with women's tag team titles, there's no white straps.
Yeah.
So yes,
like you imagine,
I'm upset.
Like you just imagine when the women's tag team titles got introduced in WWE. Just imagine like it was just the nickel and dime titles, but on a white strap.
Oh, I would have hated
it. Yeah, you thought on a blue and red strap was ugly. God, just imagine a fucking white strap on that shitty thing. Yeah,
and I thought
that even looks even worse. That looks 10 times worse.
And I thought, this is not the nickel dime versions that WWE, was doing with the women's tag team titles. But I like, I'll take it. It's not great, but I'll take it.
I don't mind the designs for the tag titles in WWE. I don't mind them. I think it looks alright. I think it looks fine.
Yeah, it looks alright.
I'm not saying it looks amazing, but it looks fine.
Yeah, they could have done better. They could have done better with those belts.
Okay, now every belt's gonna look like the Attitude Era tag belt. Smart. Wow.
Well, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, it could have been looked a lot better. But not saying it's bad.
Wait, well,
it could be worse.
What if the strap turned pink? Would you love it better now? Well, wow.
Well, that'll be to the trans thing. but it could be worse. They could have made like a 24/7 belt.
Yeah, imagine that tag team 24/7 tag belt.
That would be bad.
No, they're gonna make a tag team speed championship.
Oh God, how's that going to work? By the way, a tag team, a speed tag team championship match that's going in 3 minutes. Get the fuck out of here.
That'll be the question. Like, what are you gonna do? Have to do the finishers right away, right off the bat, just to win the match?
Unbelievable, man. Speed championship.
Yeah, that would just be ridiculous at the point. They really made a tag team speed champ. I'd be like, okay, now they're going way too overboard with this shit. Way too overboard.
So yeah, my thing is, again, I'm not upset with the belts being coming. If we already knew this was happening, and the whole thing of they got too many belts. That's shit a long time ago. Especially when they are now with Ring of Honor, and on top of it, you got Shade Monet with doing her own belt collecting from other promotions.
Yeah, they have too many belts, but you never said the same thing about New Japan or WWE. Okay,
which we have our way.
Which I have. I've said so. Wait a minute, AEW has too many belts, but you're fine with New Japan and WWE having like over 20 belts in that company and their companies alone. Like, come on now.
Yeah, even Japan.
Yeah, the strong championships. Then you got the junior championships, and then you got the never open weight championships, and then you got whatever else named championship they have that I don't know about. titles. Like come on, like get real. Let's be real. Like come on.
They
Oh yeah, and then the
KOPW
world titles on
championship.
top of that. The world titles. I forgot about that.
Yeah. They made the key. I mean the key. They made the KPW championship as well. Oh wait, the KOPW championship.
Yeah, and then the people are trying to tell me AEW has way too many championships. Like, come on. So actually, of all the companies, I think New Japan has the most championships. I think WWE is probably second place in that. I'm honestly convinced New Japan probably has a little bit more than WWE.
And to be honest with you, the one useless belt to me is one of the worst ones. The New Japan World Television Championship.
Oh yeah, the belt buckle championship. That's
the belt buckle. Yes, the belt buckle. The belt buckle.
The most ugliest title they ever introduced in their company history. Honestly, the ugliest looking ever. Yeah, at least when they introduce a strong championships, at least they're like decent, you know.
Yeah.
Because at least they're like, okay, they'll look decent, but I don't think anyone will look bad with that belt. The television championship on their hand, yeah, everyone looks bad with that belt.
And it's too big. That's the problem too. It's just too big.
You give that belt to The Rock, and he couldn't make that belt look great.
No.
Just being honest.
I mean, it has a chance to see which belt is bigger, that belt or the Crown Jewel Championship belt from WWE.
I'm pretty sure the Crown Jewel belt's still way bigger.
Wait, but yeah, I agree. That's just the women's.
Because that belt was bigger than even Cody's head when he took a picture of it.
Oh my god! Yeah, I love the picture by the way. That meme that went around.
That belt's probably bigger than JD McDonough's head.
Oh god! Oh hell, maybe bigger than Vikingo's head.
Yeah, it's bigger than his head too. But yeah.
So yeah. So they got the belts here.
Argument way too many championships is just ridiculous, honestly.
Yeah. So this here, the belts are here. Just didn't like the design. I mean, again, the design was for the men's. I like the design of the men, but the reason I don't like it with the women's because they basically like what WWE did with the when it comes to the WWE Championship belts now. Making it the same.
I thought AEW would better than that with women's with the women's title.
Again, all I was missing was a white strap.
Oh God. Yeah, can you imagine that they redesigned the women's title to make it look exactly like the men's, but just on a white strap?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you probably would.
Yeah, I can definitely imagine that. But yeah, I also related.
Yeah.
Or
imagine they introduce another world title, and they call it the AEW Universal title. It's just pretty much just the world title on like a red strap or something like that.
Oh yeah, that too. Oh man.
Yeah, that would be terrible. Like, no, don't ever do that.
It would be. But yeah, that's basically what we'll bring up with Mrrica here because when it comes to that subject. So there you go. So and we'll see what AEW does, but they're with the women's tag team division moving forward. So.
No, nothing. Wow.
Well, it's up to them. See what they do. And if they do not with it, then it's almost all for nothing.
No, you cry, baby.
So.
Now the question is, who's going to become the first ever tag team women's champions? That's the question. Actually, I do have a prediction.
All right.
Penelope Ford and Megan Bayne, if they're still tag team together, more than likely.
I mean, obviously they're tag team, obviously, yeah.
I'm talking about if they're still tag team together by the time they actually finally do start actually crowning the champion.
I actually do see them being a tag team. The champions. I meant to say.
Or maybe Harley Cameron and Anna Jay.
Oh, that's Tony
Or
Miller. Oh, that's Tony Miller.
Julia Hart and Sky Blue. That's another team.
Yeah, even that, yeah, that's even that's good workout too. Oh, no, I don't know. Because again, you got enough women's field to make it to that team as
Maybe
well.
Tony Storm, Mina Shirakawa. if they want to give them the belts.
Oh yeah, once she comes back,
Yeah.
yeah,
She's probably
that's
taking
how attacking move forward.
unless she's gonna do the whole going back to Rockstar Tony Storm again, like she did the last time she lost the belt.
Well, I guess we shall see. Oh, what happens when it comes back? All right.
Yeah,
Nevertheless,
gotta wait and see.
yeah, it's how AEW presents them to see if it can be a lot better than what WWE is doing.
How that was gonna be really indifferent, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see though. All right.
Yeah,
We'll
I
continue
won't
on.
get your whole fly thinking, oh, it's gonna be better than the WWE Women's Division. I doubt it.
Yeah, again, it's just a matter of see how it plays out. So, and I'm pretty sure the stick was like, oh, it's gonna be better than WWE Tag Team Division, for the women's.
No, it's probably gonna be just as bad. Maybe I don't want to say it, but probably maybe potentially even worse, depending on how they book it.
It depends how they book it. We all know that's not it's not gonna be anything good coming out of it. So.
Yeah.
Anyways, so another match on the card here is Moose versus Mustafa Ali. Basically building up their program, not just those two only, but
Especially since the system
because
of faces now, right?
Yeah, the system are not baby faces, and yeah, so it's the system versus the Order 4. They're doing that leading up to Battle Glory. We're just gonna have a hardcore, what was it called? Hardcore war match, not that think of this. Basically with four members of Order 4 and 4 members from the system to face each other. That's the JDC back. But either way, that's massive enough for him.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's if he's back at all by then. But who knows?
Yeah. And another match
started with JDC. Wow.
I mean, he doesn't annoy me as much like he used to. Like when you turn, when you have to turn heel, and and he was the whole man, do I hate pro wrestling or everything. And his promo was just boring. It was like, what was the point of these promos that he's doing? That he's outside and
be as bad as Rollins.
It was just bad. It would be something if it was there was some meaning behind it, but there wasn't. It was just nothing there. And then you had a guy Bravo involved, and then a lot of Fossil that did nothing for him, other than burying him for a reason.
Sure, I have not seen that guy in a long ass time.
I mean, I'm sure he worked behind the scene, but yeah, as far as on TV.
Yeah, he's probably like a producer or something like that for TNA.
Something like that. But other than that, yeah, can't remember lots of every song on TV.
Who knows? And no offense, he probably don't even care all that much, probably.
I don't think they care either. Oh my god! But
hey, at least I'm being honest. I'm just saying that. Yeah, I don't think you really all care all that much, probably.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Then you got Leon Slater defending his X Division Championship against Myron Reed of the Rascal. Basically, Myron Reed won this 4-way match that involved Jake Something and the 2 Rascal members, Trey and Vince. And it was a good match. And I guess he also taking the pinfall. Jake Something, which Frank Kazarian, after the match was over, when they were backstage, wherever. And Frank Kazarian said, Jake something, you're more like Jake Jobber. I like, well, he's not wrong. I mean, they had some with Jake something when they first got him away from Holy Diener, and then had that program with by the Sun at the time, and then around that time they said to call him Jake something, and then he the thing is wait he always does is what's my name, and then he had to cross change something. Now or since then when they cool him down, all the momentum was taken away from him, especially with him being gone for quite a while as well. They try to fill him up again, and all he does is just lose. I like, I want to get behind this guy and all, I'm still want to get behind him, but now when they keep having him have these incredible matches that he has, because he is pretty good in the ring, but he always comes up short. He always loses. Kind of like with Josh Alexander from AEW.
Yeah, coming up short.
Yeah, from the walking weapon to the walking jobber. Ah, but Jason is with Ricky Stern now. They turn heel. Ain't the first time he turned heel. But then when they turned him before, he was obviously with Hammerstone, and Hammerstone's not there no more. So what they do, they have him back to babyface. They didn't know what to do with this guy. They had something with him at one point. In what comes to striking the iron while it's hot, that's what they feel to capitalize on. But that's their own fault though. Anyways, but yeah, so this match is happening. Yeah, so yeah, this match is happening. For me personally, Myron Reed and Leon Slater, yeah, they would do for I'm pretty sure they once I get to see it, they would do for flips, and everything. It's gonna look great. It's gonna look amazing, and then that's all it's gonna be. So
yeah, it's gonna be a flipping kick match. Wow.
Yeah, they're gonna do some 630 plunge to go in there as well. But yeah, but I'm not trying to take it away from these guys. Yeah, they're very good, So I guess I'll give some credit because we'll get to when we get to that match. But and then the final match, which this match has a story behind it, but just make it good. Mike Santana versus Ridge Holland.
What?
Yes, you heard me. Ridge Holland is having a match against Mike Santana. Why? Because Trick Williams wants Ridge Holland to soften him up, so that when we get to Bound for Glory, it'll be an easy win for Trick Williams over Mike Santana.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Which we all know that that could be the case.
No.
But I'm watching this with Ridge Holland. I'm like, man, where's he been? Like, has he been on NXT? After getting rid of HU and then what else he's doing with the calling? I just think he was part of that faction at one point, but then I guess I was wrong too with that. But I don't know what's been going on with Ridge Holland in WWE. Because he'll be on NXT, and then here's out of nowhere when he attacked Mike Santana.
Yeah, random as hell.
Yeah. So this is gonna be Trick Williams' solution to Mike Santana's problem here by sending Ridge Holland to a match.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was even really even around, to be honest.
Yeah. And speaking of Ridge Holland, that I really don't hear much. I'll talk about this with Jaber too, by the way, last night. But because we were calling, same thing with Chase U. I really don't hear much about them either. Yeah, I know they're on NXT. I know they sometimes they be on there, but I don't really hear much about them like I used to anymore. Well, why is that?
You're just crybaby.
Hey, yeah, but that's me. Me personally, I really don't care. I really don't care. I don't give a fuck about Chase U. But at
Yeah,
the
dude.
same time, whenever I didn't care about them during those times, I always be scared about them. And then when they brought them back together this year, when they did that stupid progressive commercial ad to showcase Andre Chase, and then he brought his uniform and said, "We're back, baby," or "We're fucking back, baby," whatever he did.
Yeah, and then nothing.
That's nothing. Yeah, that's nothing. Like, wait a minute. So where happened to the hype that Chase U used to have? So you told me that someone like I think a Hale, a Duke Hudson, were the backbone of that whole thing, and Andre
Yeah.
Chase, someone who's leader of that whole thing, that people
What
love
happened?
for a reason. I don't get it. He can't do it. He can't do it by himself with these two new guys.
Yeah, Duke Hudson got released. Riley Osborne got released. Thea Hell stuck in limbo. Like, I don't even know what the hell she's really doing at the moment.
Oh yeah, all right. That's not the deal here. Yeah, I see her a lot on Instagram. But other than that, what is she doing on NXT?
Nothing really. Nothing any significance.
She's not
Yeah,
going to the speed championship. She's not going after. Not that I care about the belt anyways. But her go after something. She's not going to the North American Championship. She's not going to the Women's Championship. I mean, she would have, but I don't think she. Oh yeah, that's right. She wasn't in that match. But the point is, she's not going to anything. Hell, she might go for more tag team, and try to go to the Women's Championships.
Yeah. Yeah, so much for all their pushes.
Yeah. So yeah, but that's the card, folks. Again, the card is really not that strong. I can't even say it's solid or decent. To me, that's one of the weakest card. That's they did here. And it's supposed to be the
Is
final
it as
stop.
bad as you think it's gonna be as bad as WrestlePalooza?
No, because I gotta see how the show presents itself first. Because again, the one match that was supposed to be on the show is unfortunately not there no more, and
Yeah.
that's all Monster's doing. But
Yeah.
um, but they could have done something a little better than this. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a segment on the show that's gonna lead to a match for Bound for Glory, which I think is gonna involve Tessa Blanchard and Jay Miller. I'm pretty sure that's what they're gonna do. I mean, I'm pretty sure they will, but I just don't involve Alicia, who gives a fuck. Which
Yep.
that's about Alicia Fox, by the way. Yeah. By the way, that's my new name for her now. It's Alicia who gives a fuck.
Alicia, what?
Alicia Fox. How normal dog always say Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox. Yeah.
Wait, it's like he's saying the word fuck. Well, that's my new name for her is Alicia who gives a fuck.
Damn.
Looking like a reject, coming out of rehab and end up being in a shelter with a crackboard face. Fuck you.
Oh, come on, stop.
Yeah, even though she recovered, even though she alcohol recovery, whatever, and all blah blah blah. She looks fucking weird to me, and she could hide all the the crackboard face of hers with all that makeup all she wants. I could still see it. Yeah, I have no ill will. I have zero love for Alicia Fox. Alicia, I don't give a fuck. But anyways, that's the show for that's against the match that's for Victory Road, and it's still going on. I'm pretty sure it is. Unless it's a 3 hour show. Because they said something about those will start at 9 p.m. Just at Eastern time, my time. But so I'm pretty sure it's still going on. Oh yeah, also and also they got segment 2 with Matt Hardy to be at the first class. Well, basically Agent Francis show that he calls first class. Oh yeah, first class penthouse. I don't know for what reason. I don't know why. I don't get it. Maybe it has something to do with Team 3D versus the Hardys at Bound for Glory. I don't know, but I guess I'll find out when I get a chance to watch the show.
No, we'll just skip it. Anyways.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to skip to next now. NXT No Mercy. That will be tomorrow night on Peacock. .com. Which I'm pretty sure Alicia who gets a flop will probably want a lot of that too. But anyways, so here's the match so far for NXT. Which, by the way, NXT 6 matches on the card for No Mercy. I thought they didn't want to overbook shows, overbook matches. I should say.
They were full of shit. They're so full of shit.
Like, just tell us the truth about why you couldn't do it. Because Tiffany Stratton, had some type of concussion, whatever she had. No one's gonna be upset with it. Yeah, she was injured. No one's gonna be upset with it. Just because like what it says on your posters,
Robert. Yeah, how dare she? How dare she?
Yeah, I guess. Because it says there when you go see shows, cars are subject to change. Like what happened with Victory Road. Cars are subject to change with Monster Sandwich and Ashley Valley's match has been removed.
Yeah.
And they didn't say they didn't come up with an excuse. TNA I'm talking about here. They didn't come up with an excuse. We don't want to overbook show. Overbook matches off of the show.
Yeah.
Especially when you was putting out T-shirts there for Palooza that had Jay Cargill, Tiffany Stratton, and Nia Jax on there, because that was supposed to be the match. That was supposed to be the match, but unfortunately we didn't get it. So, which is why we got on SmackDown instead. Which, by the way, that's one thing. That's one thing I want to pay attention to because that match to see how that match is being presented, and also to see who's going to face Pacific Care for the the Women's Crown Jewel Championship.
Yeah.
But yeah, but still, the point is WWE was I mean they always bullshit every time. This is one of the most ridiculous bullshits ever. Next to other bullshit they mentioned too about they also said too when it comes to John Cena won the face Brock Lesnar won the black and then John Cena came and then it came out that John Cena never wanted that. Not saying he was against the idea, but he's just and then we got that. Yeah, and then on top of that, by the way, where John Cena, on Twitter says he wants to face AJ Styles. I hope you hear WWE to kill whatever it's not that. And then he said and then he also tagged in Triple H. I hope you hear that too. He wants to face AJ Styles and AJ Styles. I hear you. Let's do it. I'm ready. Yeah, instead of having AJ Styles in this angle where he's facing the Americanos, how about you have AJ Styles versus John Cena leading up to Crown Jewel Perth.
And guess what? They announced the day after they announced they were gonna have the match. Now,
unbelievable, man.
Which you know what? Better than having AJ Styles versus El Grande Americano at Crown Jewel. So, look at that, an actual match you actually want to see now involving AJ Styles.
maybe the whole ESPN.
Styles just announced not that long ago he's planning on retiring next year. So from in-ring competition.
Yeah. Yeah, he says, once he reached age of 50, because he's almost getting there. He wants to call it quit.
Yep. And yeah, I bet you saw it that he's I think you probably heard the news he's planning on retiring next year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the contract's gonna be right here. His contract is gonna be up on February of 2026. Now, I think if he wants to be part of WrestleMania, and try to extend it, for or maybe a handshake agreement,
for like a year or something like that until he retires.
Something like that, yeah. If they want to. But then again, if he does retire, he probably will come out of retirement just to be part of WrestleMania sold out at Saudi Arabia. There you go.
Oh God. Robert. Yeah, the Saudis want Shawn Michaels versus AJ Styles. Oh God.
Yeah, that's good. That's good to them.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That would have been a great match for like 2005, not in 2020.
Yeah.
2027.
Exactly.
Hell, that would have been a great match to see even in like 2010.
Yeah.
So.
What's the year that Michaels retired? Well.
Yeah.
Or we thought until we got to crown, the other crown jewel, or what's the show now? I can't remember what it was.
God, yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah,
we ran not remember that.
It's funny. I saw Shawn Michaels interview with Chris Van Vliet, and he says he doesn't even consider that his true retirement match. I'm like, gee, I wonder why.
Exactly. I need to check it out on me because I heard a good interview.
You heard about what?
Yeah, I got to check it out by the way because I heard it was a good interview that Michaels had with Chris Van Vliet.
Oh yeah. He talked about because one of the things he got asked was if he considers WrestleMania 26 his retirement match or Crown Jewel his true retirement match, and he says he still considers WrestleMania 26 the actual retirement match. I'm like, good, because I don't think you would really want to count Crown Jewel as your retirement match because that's
so.
In other
words, while saying it, it doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist. Fuck that match. Pretty much what he said in a nice PG, professional way, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Oh man. All right.
Yeah, he should have just stayed retired after WrestleMania 26, in my opinion, because that was such a great way for him to go out.
It was. It definitely was. So yeah. With that being said, all that we had to do is just give us what we want, and stop giving us what you want, or what DKO wants, or what or in this case, or I'm here as well. What ESPN want.
ESPN wants what TKO wants, what The Rock wants, what Triple H wants. Yeah, enough of that. And it's pretty clear that Cena actually wanted to face AJ Styles before he retired.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty obvious.
So. Yeah, it is pretty obvious. I know it's difficult for the
which we all know that wasn't a part of the plan, but obviously now since Cena probably politicked for that match, it's obviously going to happen now. So.
And usually I've never been approved of Cena's politics, but this one I actually approve of.
Yeah, this is the one where everyone actually agreed with. Like, you see, Cena, you actually use your politics, but for good, for once.
For once, yeah. Nexus.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I'm just glad that it's actually going to be AJ versus Cena, not AJ versus El Grande Americano or another Cena versus Lesnar match. Thank God. So.
And I feel bad with Regular Lee now because what's good? What's he's got to find someone else now. Well, I mean, he's got LWO, but still. Yeah, sure. Yeah. LWO. There you go. So there you go.
I guess they're gonna make it a 6-man tag, probably. I can see that happen.
Yes. So there you go. Problem solved. And I know it's difficult for WWE, to give the fans what they want, Karen Cross. But I guess you can't get can't get what you want. Like with R-Truth, for example, because Ron Killings now back being R-Truth, being goofy R-Truth. I thought R-Truth was driving. I thought I thought he was gonna be the creative mindset of what his character was going. But anyways, let's get to this card from the Mercy, which we'll get our predictions here. We got Javon Evans versus Josh Briggs. This program they've been doing since after what was it, Heat Wave?
About
yeah, the Heat Wave, and I guess it'll be fun. I guess the match will be all right when it happens.
Kind of seems just random for Javon Evans to go from the main event scene to find some lower card guy.
It's probably gonna be the second match, the show. To be honest with you,
probably. I'll probably say Javon Evans.
Yeah, I will say Javon Evans too.
Yeah, I can definitely tell Shawn Michaels definitely sees something in them. So
hell yeah.
Now the question is if Javon Evans goes to the main roster, will Triple H see something in him? Probably not.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Is he gonna see something in him, or is he gonna see another competition? Like,
probably not. Triple H will be like, oh, well, we're gonna have him lose to Seth Rollins. Oh God.
And then he'd be Dan Barry after that. He'd be like Carmelo Hayes.
Pretty much. He's gonna job out to Rusev in this first week on the main roster. I would not be surprised if Triple H did something like that. Had Javon Evans versus Rusev, and Rusev really just squashes him. Would you really be surprised if Triple H did something like that?
I mean, Rusev, he can't squash people, if they poke him like that. But it would not surprise me if that ends up being the case.
That would
not surprise me.
I can see him doing something like fucking Javon Evans versus Braun Breaker, and Braun Breaker just completely destroys him. That's another thing I could actually see happening too.
That too. Yeah, I could see that too. One mistake, he'll get speared out of his socks.
Yeah. Or have Randy Orton versus Javon Evans, and then Randy Orton just beats him again.
Oh yes, instead of having that great match they had on NXT, But yeah. But yeah.
There you go. That's what happened with Javon Evans. You get some main roster, you probably not do nothing at all. Pretty much like Dragon League. You'll probably be facing people like El Grande Americano losing. So there you go.
Probably, yeah. Unless he wants to turn Javon Evans to a black Grande Americano.
El Negro Americano. Oh God.
There you go.
El Grande Negro.
Oh man.
Yeah. Talk about cancellation right there. That one.
There you go. Oh man, hey, in a way, that should be good. What they can do there, It's like with Miles Morales. He's all the multiverse of Spider-Mans. So there you go. That's what you could do with Javon Evans when he gets in the main roster.
He doesn't draw time. Oh God.
I mean, they had the Grande Americanos doing the Spider-Man memes from far from home.
Yeah.
Oh man. But anyways, all right. But yeah, so we're all agreement Javon Evans for the win. Because Josh Briggs, they had some with him, but then they turned him heel, and I don't know what's going on with him and Sati Partner now, but I don't know. I mean, he's still being used. At least I'll say that much about Josh Briggs. They're still missing him. So
yeah,
it's not how they did with Giovanni Vinci in the roster.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he's another guy where Shawn Michaels probably see something in him.
Mm-hmm. All right. So then we get to this next match. Jordan Grace versus Blake Monroe. And not just a match that's going to be that's going to involve weapons, but a match that also will have weapons in a steel cage, which they're calling it weaponized steel cage match.
Yeah, you've done that plenty of times before.
Yeah, definitely. Like for example,
How
your from
AW
your
did
roster.
it. Didn't AW do it with Samoa Joe and John Moxley not too almost like a couple months ago?
Yeah. Well,
I think
it
they
was.
call I think they called it the lights out match, but still.
I think they did. But also, yeah, like you said, like you mentioned too, with the lights out cage match, we just seen that at Forbidden Door as well. With with all the Death Riders, Young Bucks facing with Team AEW, and then
Yep, the team injury. I mean team baby faces. Yeah, I know it's fucked up. They call them team injury because everyone and half those guys in the matches are injured now.
Yep, that's right.
But yeah,
and they got
anyway.
one who could very move in Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Oh yeah, Kenny Omega. You're talking about Kenny Omega?
Oh no, Hiroshi Tanahashi, the Japan president.
Oh yeah.
That's sad to see him in this state.
He needs to
But hey,
retire just like John Cena.
he's going to retire, obviously. And it's going to happen at Wrestle Dream. I mean Wrestle Dream. This AEW. I'm in Japan. Wrestle Kingdom. He's going to retire Wrestle Kingdom.
Okay.
So
I thought you said WrestlePalooza. I'm like, what?
Oh man.
I was like, oh, thank God he didn't retire in that garbage show.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're gonna have a weaponized steel cage, and I think Blake Monroe's gonna win. So there you go.
I actually go with Jordan Grace for the win. I mean, I'm not saying that's not a bad idea for the win again, but if we're gonna extend this program to choose to, I think Jordan Grace gets to win here again. I mean, get the win here. I meant to say in the second match, and then you could do a rubber match, for what I don't know how we have it, have a triple street fight, or
yeah.
Yeah,
this match is gonna be better than the Hollywood ending. No, there you go. Anyways.
Oh wow.
Probably not. But anyway, yeah.
Well, yeah, but I think they're gonna extend this feud, at how we have it, once Jordan Grace gets to win here, and then when we get to how we have it, that's when you get Blake Monroe to win, and maybe that's where you could finally get the call up for Jordan Grace to go to the main roster.
And Blake Monroe goes after Lowell Vice for the NXT Women's Championship. So there you go.
Hell yeah, which it will lead to.
Which I think Blake Monroe at that point is definitely going over. Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Which it will lead to deadline.
Yep.
And there you go. All right. So then we get to Ethan Page, who I loathe. He was playing the NXT North American Championship against Tavion Heights.
Yeah, it's a feud that's been on for a while.
Yeah, it has. And yes, I am going for Tavion Heights. Not because I hate the Page. Sort of. But I think Tavion Heights is going to win here. Not just because, I think that's going to happen. The way he's going to become champion. But I think I got to talk about this last night as well. If they put it in the cards right with this one, because they're going to be doing the next Worlds Collide for Triple A and NXT. I think Dr. Wagner Jr. is going to show up here because if the page, is if they teasing me, they're gonna have a one match for that title. Hugo Del Dr. Wagner Jr. got the Triple A Latin American Championship.
Oh yeah.
So I'm thinking, that's going to be your interface distraction, where Davion Heights so they get the win over on the base to become the new NXT North American champion.
We'll see the crossovers booing Trevion Heights again, like they were the last time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
when they were booing them and they were they were cheering on Team Canada. But again, that's probably mostly because of Chelsea Green. That's probably mostly because of Chelsea Green not thinking about it. But yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But then,
Come on, you didn't think
again,
it was funny when they were cheering on Ethan Page, or you actually hated it? No, Rob probably hated it.
actually, I hated it. They're all traitors.
You're like, hey, and plus they're cheering on Canada. You're like, yep, you guys are definitely traitors.
But yeah,
Can you imagine Trevion Heights gets rid of the Canadian North American title and then brings an American North American title? Would you love it?
I mean, again, I love the idea if they want to do that.
And then they're going to rename the NXT North American Championship to the NXT American Championship. Oh god. Yeah, would you love it?
Yeah, like what you think? Like what? No, I meant to say MGF.
It would be like when MGF turned the International Championship to the American Championship. It's like that.
That's right. That's what I was trying to say. But yeah, but I don't think it's a bad idea. Come to the NXT North American Championship, having that the flag of whoever wins it, doesn't matter if you're Canadian, American, Jamaican, Russian.
Just the NXT Jamaican Championship.
Well, I want to say call that. I'm just saying it should be called the North American Championship, but you'll have your the strap to be the flag of your country.
Yeah.
So yeah, now obviously they probably won't do that, but that's just a suggestion.
Nah, it's just a funny idea we had. Thing like
that. Yeah, that's it. All right. But yeah, but I am going for Steve Austin for the win here because I hate AJ Page. I hate you. Anyways, let's get to the WWE Women's Speed Championship. That's held by Mrricanjay, who's also the NXT Women's North American Champion. I feel like they're focusing more on the Women's Speed Championship than the Women's North American Championship that Mrricanjay's currently hold.
Yeah.
But she's going up against Lady, I guess my saying Lady Reed.
I don't know.
This chick, this chick that beat Fabi Apache, and then she beat Cancer Ray to win the tournament to face the champion. Again, not against her. I just don't know who she is.
I don't know. I might follow her on Instagram, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Am I following her? I'm wondering if I follow her on Instagram too. Because I love her. I really don't remember her at all. Let me see right now.
Maybe you've seen her, you just never seen her wrestle. Could be one of those situations.
Okay, I have seen. I am following her, and so I have seen her, but I just don't remember her.
Like I say, you may have seen her before. You just never seen her wrestle.
Yeah, that's part of it. I just never seen her wrestle before. Well, there you go. She, and also she needs to wrestle for a level up. When level up needs to be a thing. Not anymore.
What about Evolve?
Evolve? Let me see. I don't see anything in her being Evolve here. That's that. No, just pretty much NXT.
Okay.
Yeah, it was all NXT here, and yeah, never been to Evolve. And what's it? Trying to see what's going on here. Oh, she was even on Speed. So with Speed ultimately is a big thing as well. But the point is, yeah, I guess I may have seen him before. I should never seen him wrestle before. But I seriously don't remember her that much. To be honest with you. And she's and they're pushing her to potentially to be the Speed champion for the women's against Saruka. Now, would that happen? I don't know. That's the thing. Is she a heel or babyface? I don't know. That's the thing too. I don't know. I don't know what she is. But I guess tune in tomorrow night for No Mercy. I guess I'll find out if she's a heel or babyface. Her body language will determine to see how she carries herself, if she is going to be a heel or babyface in this program with Saruka. But either way, I'm going for the win here for Saruka. Because again, I really don't know much about Laney Lee and Laney Reed. However, say her first name, I don't know.
But then again, they
What-
could.
what
Then again, she could probably win just to get that belt off of Saruka, so she could focus on the North American Championship.
Oh yeah, because you had Sorry out there too. They're right on teaching some just a little dissension because there was some miscommunication at one point. Of what I saw. Now I don't know.
They desperately need to do something with Zarya.
Mm-hmm. But we shall see how that turns out. Maybe she accidentally cost her the belt. But even though and it's not sweet by the way. Cost her the belt before the time runs out because the speed championship is only a 3-minute match.
Yeah. Well, come on, don't you love the speed championship?
I never seen not one speed. I'll say it back. I actually did. But it was just to see how it was going to look, and especially no selling of moves. They're going to each other because you got 3 minutes in. Get your shit in.
Yeah.
But anyways, well, you might be right though. Laney Lee, Laney Reed. Yeah, I can't even say her name right. Because again, I really don't know who she is. She probably will win, so we'll see. Because it might because of Zarya. But moving on to the Important Women's Championship belt, which is the NXT Women's Championship. JC Jane with Fallon Henley versus Lola Vice. Lola Vice who won the 3. Yeah, and yes, I do. I agree. Yeah, I agree. By the way, Lola Vice she'll win.
Yeah. But anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say Lola Vice who won the match from Heatwave to get a shot for the title.
Yep.
And JC Jane at the time, who was a double champion but then lost it. Now she didn't lose the match though because it was Marshall Summerton she lost, and that's trash by because winning the belt.
Yeah.
And now here we are with JC Jane, defending her title, and she'll probably lose it.
Yeah.
Now I said this with Jay Bird. What if JC Jane doesn't lose the belt, and they have a competitive match, and then they're getting ready to class each other one more time before they go home, and then they stop right in the middle of the ring. JC Jane pulls up her, to let's deliver something, like the rolling encore she does, right? But instead of doing that, she does the finger poke of doom. Low Vice drops down, lays down.
Oh no.
CJ
No.
Tensor 123, and she's a new member of Fatal Influence because Jeffrey Nicks is gone from WWE.
That would be the dumbest thing. That would be the stupidest thing ever. Would do something like that. No, terrible idea.
No,
Terrible.
obviously they're not gonna do that, obviously, but
But if they did, it would be the dumbest thing ever. Like that's the stupidest.
but it will be stupid though.
It's like how just like the whole finger poke of doom and then the storyline to try to make up for that whole thing. How terrible that was. Like, oh yeah, we're cahoots the whole time. Like what?
Yeah, like they were like Phantoms was were we're in cahoots where we thought they were gonna break up, and they got us because it was all just send her care off a game, just because she ended win the NXT 1 championship, and like we got you guys, we were never mad at each other. I actually hated that. That was the way to get the ball of send her care, just get her on the main roster.
Yeah. But yeah, the whole the same thing as the NWO storyline. Oh, we're all cahoots. At least with the Fatal Influence storyline with that, the whole we're in cahoots the whole time. At least to me that made a lot. At least that actually, to a certain degree, makes sense. Unlike the NWO one, that no sense.
I agree to a degree, but I still didn't like it.
Like the NWO one was just way more dumb. Like
it was
they were fighting for the whole year, Hollywood and Wolfpack, and then just to say, oh yeah, we actually weren't fighting, we were in cahoots. Like what? That was so stupid. You could definitely tell that was a Russo. That was definitely a Russo idea there when he came in.
And Russo was working there.
I was saying that was the time when he actually joined WCW, right? When he actually got there the first time.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, bro, I thought that was gonna be a good idea, bro. I'm like, God.
Oh, wait, actually, I think that. Oh, wait, I think that he was still with the company, WWE. Because again, that was.
Oh yeah, I think that was last year, right? 99 was his last year. He was in WWE.
Yeah, 99 was his last year. Like it was like months after all her death that Russo was gone. Yeah, nothing about So I can't really blame his for that much. We would love to, but he was still the majority of the blame for the downfall of WCW.
Yep. Him, Bischoff, Hogan.
But again, you also hear stories, behind scenes even before Vince Russo.
Yeah.
There was really no management, behind the scenes.
I was gonna say. I was gonna say Vince Russo, Hogan, Bischoff, Ed Ferrara. Who else? Oh, Kevin Nash, because I heard he played politics at that time.
There was no real leadership behind the scenes.
No.
Even Bobby Heenan, Bobby Heenan would love to be show some leadership there. But
yeah, they all the guys I just named, they all single-handedly took part in killing WCW.
Yeah, and Bobby Heenan wanted
even before them, let's see, Jim Herd, Ole Anderson, those two definitely killed WCW originally.
Well, Ole Anderson, I to a degree he did try, but he had to deal with Jim Herd. But
Jim Herd was way worse. Jim Herd was way worse.
He was way worse.
God, who do you think was worse, him or Vince Russo? That's the only thing you gotta ask.
Well, based on all the Russo stuff, not get top Russo stuff, all over the years, especially in TNA, the menagerie, that whole circus act they did during the match, by the way. I was so pissed on that night.
It still makes me laugh at the fact that Jim Herd thought it was a great idea to try to turn Ric Flair into Spartacus.
Yeah, like what the hell?
Yeah, what was his reason? Oh, the Nature Boy gimmick. Oh, that's so old. And like what? Fucking idiot.
Spartacus.
God.
That's something Russo would have done. but Jim Herd. Jeez.
Fuck him too. By the way, he sucks. Fuck him.
Yeah, exactly. but anyways, so
Thank God they aren't working this current day shit. God, imagine those two running WWE current day. How shit. Actually, you know what? They probably would have made WWE went out of business by now if they were running it.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, you know, guys. Yeah, I'm trying to think of someone. CM Punk, yeah, you know CM Punk, yeah, you know what, that straight edge cold personality gimmick. Oh, that's so old. We're gonna make him to the Thing. What? Well, because he says it's clobbering time, so the Thing also says clobbering time. So yeah, we're gonna make that's gonna be his new gimmick. God,
wow.
he probably would have try to do something like that.
Yeah, he probably would have. Oh, God, that's terrible.
Yeah, that is really bad. You're like, well,
but
at that point, Punk will be like, whoa, might as well go back to AEW.
Yeah, they want him back.
That's how you know you're bad, when you rather deal with the Young Bucks than deal with Jim Herd. That's how you know it's bad. Yeah.
Wait, no, I heard that guy's still alive. Jim Herd.
Yeah.
But just surprising.
Yeah, he
looked old. He looked old back then. With that gray hair of his.
That dude's still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive. I heard.
Jesus. How old is he? Like 90? 100?
As a matter of fact, let me check right now. How old is he right now?
I'm gonna say he looked old as hell.
Herd.
Yeah, like I say, he looked old as hell when you would see him on WCW television back in the day.
86.
He's 86.
86 years old. Jeez.
God damn.
That's
kind of funny because I think there is a shoot interview of Jim Herd on YouTube, which is funny.
I remember. Yeah, I remember. I think there was. I'm sure
not that you probably care to watch it.
No.
Hear any of the bullshit that comes out of his mouth. But yeah.
Yeah. Didn't like Jim. Didn't like JR. Then, and I'm pretty sure also what we want to do with Rick. Didn't even like Rick. Yeah, he definitely didn't like Rick after leaving WCW with the title to go to WAF.
Yeah, he definitely did not like Ric Flair.
In fact, I don't think anyone liked Jim Herd. They just dealt with his bullshit.
Yeah. I think it's funny when Jim Cornette rants about him. I think it's hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah.
It's funny. Shit, I think other than Vince Russo, I think that's the other guy Jim Cornette probably hates the most is Jim Herd.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, I mean, justifiable, honestly, in my opinion, after what he did with WCW at that time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. But yeah, I don't want to mention this when it comes to why I mentioned the whole thing where Lord Vice be part of the influence, because and I'm not really being real. I was just joking. We'll come to that, but because I mentioned it because there's more Jasmine Nakes because she's gone from WWE.
Oh yeah. Yep, she's gone.
And her reasoning is because they extended her. They want her to sign an extension of 3 more years with the company, but it wasn't going to take care of her financially. And like, no, really, for the money that they keep in NXT stars, I cannot make them the amount of money they're going to take care of you from there. Because big money.
No offense to her, but I mean, they're obviously they weren't going to pay. They weren't going to pay you as much as they do pay people from on the main roster. But,
that's true. Yeah, because she just started.
I mean, like maybe if you're like a top star in NXT, like maybe you might get a lot more paid than the lower card people, but still.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, um, so what's she gonna do after this here with WE? Because based on what I watched the video there, her explaining why she didn't want to do it at the time, and they want to keep her. They really wanted to keep her. They must have saw something in her that they really want to keep her. Well, based on how they booked her on TV, I'm surprised they saw value in her. Because all they had to have her do was lose. They always lose. So I don't know what other reason why she left. Besides financially, you know, and it's sort of about how she dealt with for knee surgeries before coming to the wrestling. Because she used to be a soccer. Excuse me. Um, and she also talked about having a broken nose working with the company. Um, and dealing with multiple concussions that she had. It just sound like to me like I think she was separate from wrestling, and just do something else. That's what I think.
Probably. More likely, but I don't know.
But yeah, but we'll see if that's the case or not. Because 'cause I liked her. You know, I thought she did very well in the ring. Not since she was great, but I thought she had her own where she gets her opportunities to get in
Pretty much
and do
she
what she
held her
gotta
own.
do.
So.
Yeah, she had her own. Yeah. Um. So it's a shame that you know that she's gone. But again, it's best for the separate anyways because um, fan influence has been involved a failure. I don't care if they did have belts in the claims. Every time when they do showcase them, oh yeah, we were the NXT North Women's North American champion, and oh yeah, we were the NXT Women's champion. Oh yeah, we were the NXT the TNA Knockouts World Champion. Doesn't mean shit if you always keep losing other matches that you know that they put you in, and the one that stands out to me, okay, and I said this before when I saw this, from NXT Homecoming, when I said the fatal funeral or the fatal influence people, they lost their match, and the one who lost was JC Jane, your champion.
Yeah, she lost.
And that's the point I was trying to make. That's the point I want to make to people about how they book fatal influence. They booked them like losers. Yeah, they may have won goals, in their resumes. What does it mean at the end of the day? And the whole argument of well, wins and losses don't matter.
Oh God. Well, it doesn't, Spark.
Well, in this case, you can't say that. Well, when it comes to this, because now one of them's gone. And by the way, and the way they did too, when they got rid of Jasmine Nates. They were doing an interview with Javon Evans, and then also you have some commotions, and they went back to doing the interview, and then he's going to finish off by saying your boy's bouncy, but then all of a sudden we get the camera panning over there because someone saw Jack Nates laid out after the loud noise that was happening. So they're doing this whole thing where someone attacked her, and then also out of nowhere, Jesse Jane and Don Henley walked up, and they show any on them but zero emotions of acting, of they of what happened with Jasmine Nates, and then Jesse Jane's like, you know what, it doesn't matter. Only strong survives, and they walked away. Okay, and well, let me tell you, that deserves an Emmy award. That deserves an Academy Award for that acting performance from those two.
Yeah, could I have an Emmy? Oh God.
That was terrible. Their acting was terrible. Like, and this is why I can't take watching NXT. And they also with the women's too. These women, they don't act like they care when they try to act.
No, not really.
Mm. So yeah. So wherever Jasmine makes, hope she's you know has good luck pursue something else after WWE NXT because obviously based on how I saw you on NXT, with you constantly losing for the team, most likely it'll be members of the interest will lose as well. But other than that, based on how they've been doing, I'm using her. She was going nowhere with the way they were booking fatal influence, and I don't see that any better with those two either. Even if they do add a new member, whoever that may be, if they even think about adding a new member in there. Well, no, I can say it's good luck to that because I don't see fatal influence getting stronger, just because they got rid of one weak link according to them.
Yeah.
But anyways, but Lil Bass will win. She will definitely win the championship. And that may be, and that may be, well, for winning, that may be the end of the influence. But you will think that, but we shall see. Maybe that's time. For the show, because again, the main event will be for No Mercy for the NXT Championship over Femi to defend against Ricky Saints. Now, originally, yeah, originally it was going to be to see it was going to be a once call situation here for not only the NXT Championship but the TNA World Championship. But that didn't happen because there was a little invasion happened on the main event of NXT when it came to Obafemi versus Trick Williams, where he had some TNA stars in the crowd, and they had Mike Santana who was being on commentary.
Yeah.
And the match itself was very good. And for once, Dick Joseph, he didn't annoy me that much, like I thought he would.
At least he wasn't like bang, bing.
Yeah, and I thought he was gonna have a horrible acting, but him still being distracted with some teenage stars surrounding ringside. Not ringside, I should say. Like basically just surrounding the arena by being in the crowd alone. But no, he actually played his part very well. So once I can't crap on Vic Joseph here.
What a liar! Wow.
But unfortunately, there was someone there, that I didn't want to see, and that was Alicia, who gives a fuck.
Oh yeah, she was in the background.
And guess what? No one cared. There was no reaction for her. But you know who did get a reaction? Matt Cardona.
Oh yeah, of course he was. Of course he was.
He got a big reaction so much that he almost broke the internet. On that night.
Why'd you bring him back, Sean? Oh god.
Wonder why? Because Matt Cardona is talented, no matter how much you never thought that he was. Triple bitch. Yeah. I know Triple H was never, because I know Triple H was never a sack driver guy.
No.
Which is why he never brought him back.
He's gonna take my spot.
I wish he would have. Let's be honest. He'd do a lot. He'd be in the very position, Matt Cardona would, than Triple H will ever be in. That's even in behind crazy. But yeah.
So, wow.
And guess what? It's not just me saying it. It's MVP saying it. It's Bobby Lashley saying it. It's what was his name? Oh, from Power and Glory. Yeah. And basically, the guys who plays very MVP because he was part of Four Horsemen. Yo, like he was on some type of schmuck. But yeah, but you can't. I'm pretty sure I get my point. Fuck Triple H. Paul Roma. That's what I meant to bring up. Paul Roma. But anyways, but yeah, but the match what was ended by no count out. I mean no count out. I guess a disqualification whatever or no contest whatever because Trick Williams got in the face of Mike Santana. Mike Santana was pie faced and then he fought back or Trick Williams in the ring and that's when the entire TNA wrestlers got in the ring and started beating up on Trick Williams and then the NXT wrestlers they knew this was going to it was going to go down this way so they're prepared to come out from the you know entrance way and then you had some NXT women coming out as well and then TNA women starts getting involved as well. I like oh shit this was pandemonium and I loved it. Hmm. So this Ricky Saints goes to the belt one for over for me to get back up but get back up after recovering from the steel steps that Drew Williams delivered him to and they had to stare down. So yeah. So as original plans, for the No Mercy review is still going to be for the NXT Championship between Obafemi versus Ricky Stanks. And I'm thinking Obafemi's going to win here, just because I think Ricky Stanks is going to get the call off.
Yeah.
So there you go. So yeah, so I did watch the match of that show for NXT. That was the only thing I cared for about it. I was going through some other things that I didn't care to see. Because I heard about what happened. I just tried to see how it they delivered the whole thing or what they did. Now they did a good job. That was a good job what they did. How they presented that main event, scene for the show to come to an end. So there you go.
Hey, take care of yourself.
So there's something I want to bring up. Oh yeah, that's right. Also, so I think you heard from the messenger that Mr. VJ I was sharing. Um, Basically, what comes to the whole Drake and Josh thing that we were doing. So basically, I still gonna be doing the Drake and Josh, basically redo, you know, what we were doing before. Um, and the reason why is because when we did it, when it comes to the 4 episodes that we watched, the way that it was being presented that Mr. Jay was doing on his side of his avatar, when it comes to doing the show itself. YouTube, like the fucking assholes that they are, deleted the video. And this happened right after we were done doing the whole Drake and Josh watching along. What comes to the 4 episodes we were watching. Because the first time we did it, Mrricanjay21 didn't like how it was, so he wanted to do it or redo it again, and we did, and this time was a lot better, and it would have been perfect if YouTube would allow it to be, but they decided to take that video down, and that's when Mrricanjay got frustrated with it, and he's just lost the passion to continue doing it, But I'm pretty sure he'll also, if he gets the opportunity to explain his side as well of it, and his his perspective of it, of it moving forward as well. But ask me if I want to continue to do it for him, which that's what I'm going to attempt to do. So hopefully we will get to do so on a Tuesday, was but the thing is, Mr. Mrricanjay will not be joining with us. We'll get to it. So the idea for me is to do, just do first, just to test something out first when it comes to doing it, to see if it works out well on my end. How I'm going to present to you guys, so we can watch the show again. This time, like the way that Mr. Mrricanjay did before. We're going to do it again, but it's not by sharing it from my other device, which again you'll see it when I get a chance to do it when the time is right. So the thing is, because Mr. Mrricanjay said once it's done with that, to send the the video to whoever, that will be the case to do it, because he said put like some on listed, which if I'm going to just send him the that video, I will have to go public live off that one instead, because I don't think you can download the video while it's on listed, and I know for sure you can also share it. I mean download. I meant to say I know damn sure you can download the video when it's on private too. Doesn't matter if it's your content. But the fact is, I'm going to do what I can do to, to see if we could continue on doing Drake and Josh or Washington ones. For my end, what comes to it, to see how it works out for Mr. Mrricanjay for his channel. But it's just a matter if it goes well, for my end, and to see how it works out for Mr. Mrricanjay's end as well. But that's all I got to say from there, folks. Welcome to that. That's what I want to bring up. I want to bring up more information what comes to the thing with Gail Kim, because now I know the full story of it. I just need to find it again, so that we can discuss it a little bit more. With the this time, by having the full details of it, of how this all went down, from Gail Kim to Britt Laurendale to the whole thing I mentioned from Cornette, with the whole thing with Asian wrestlers, that includes Riho, to AEW, Kenny Omega, with with also that piece of scum, Dave Meltzer. So here's the clip notes of it in a way. So there's some key points of the public view that's been going on Twitter with Gail Kim and Dave. I mean, not Dave. Brett Lavendale. And Gail Kim's comment was saying about storytelling from what she described as pure trash of what she saw. So basically, here are the comments from Gail Kim. Kim, TNA Hall of Famer publicly criticized a clip featuring a deathmatch on social media platform, Twitter or X, calling it pure garbage and criticizing the lack of storytelling. Well, she's not wrong with that. Tell me what she's telling life when it comes to something like that. Now, when it comes to this, of what I heard, it wasn't something. I'm pretty sure it was from GCW, but it was some type of documentary that I guess she was that she was watching or something like that. I can't remember who was involved with it, but she saw a match that had a deathmatch type of match they had, and guess what, folks? It involved real glass. The glass that Darby Allin used to take a bump on from Revolution last year. Off the ladder. That type of glass. So I'm seeing the two wrestlers. They were on something like a scaffold. Something they were on, and then they did a back suplex move on to the glass that was that's above the ring, whatever. I'm like, what the hell? First of all, like, what the hell am I watching? And what is this shit? And I can see Gail Kim's point there because she is not wrong. It is pure trash when it comes to these type of death matches. So what was Brett Lauderdale's response to this? This was his response from Lauderdale, the owner of GCW. So and which is known for its deathmatch style wrestling, which is not wrestling. It's fucking garbage. It's indie outlaw mug show type of or what they think is wrestling, which is not. But he fights back at Gail Kim by saying that he defended the documentary as a look into the lives of independent deathmatch wrestlers and challenged Gail Kim to name a single memorable match of her own career, which is a stupid response for him to say for someone who claims to like Gail Kim. And then and then another thing was that we had some responses from the wrestling committee. What came to the back and forth, strong reactions from other wrestling personnel and fans, both supporting and condemning each other. The whole tribalism, which is toxic in pro wrestling alone. But Gail Kim's stance was that that Gail Kim confirmed that her feelings were not to hurt, or that she would watch the documentary with an open mind, though she was still against deathmatch wrestling. So yeah, that's all that it was when it comes to your liking what wrestling liking of her standards. Her standard is not to like deathmatch wrestling when it comes to the documentary that she's watching. Now I don't know what documentary it was, and I really give a shit after after that. Don't care to see that on that documentary. But but that's basically the cliff notes of it, But again, when it comes to to further talk about some things like Brett Lauderdale saying that guys like Jim Cornette Dutch Mantel and Al Snow. When it comes to not liking death matches, and then talk about Gail Kim, say that he likes Gail Kim and all, but at the same time, you still said when it comes to name me one memorable match that Gail Kim had, because so about Gail Kim in that way, like there was nothing that was memorable about her matches. Maybe she was involved of death matches. Maybe it will be memorable. What comes to Dave. I mean, when it comes to Brett Lammerdale. Because I'll be honest with you, when it comes to Brett Lammerdale's response to that, when it comes to memorable matches, can he name any memorable matches? What comes to death other death matches? Can he name any memorable matches? What comes to his women's what comes to these death matches? So Brett Lammerdale goes to say he likes Gil Kim, but same time again talk about any more matches that Gil Kim had. It sounds like you really don't like Gil Kim, because of the comments that she said when it comes to that type of wrestling is pure trash, because it is pure trash. It's not wrestling. So yeah, we're not when it comes to these type of death matches, that's all these death matches doesn't hold a candle to any other wrestling matches, that they're already more memorable than those type of death matches. So, and Gail Kim also said she likes Brett Lauderdale too as well, but she still stands by what she said when it comes to those type of wrestling, and that's type of wrestling that Brett Lauderdale is fine with, when it comes to it. And I'll say one thing: when it comes to him being part of that type of wrestling, you'll never make it to TNA wrestling. You'll never make it to AEW. You'll never make it to WWE. You'll never make it to New Japan Pro Wrestling. You'll never make it to All Japan Pro Wrestling. You'll never make it to Pro Wrestling Noah. You won't make it to MLW. What comes to booking shows behind the scenes, or promote shows behind the scenes, because all he's known for is to promote and book death matches with no storytelling. And then you have some fan, they went to Gail Kim because again, Jim Cornette's name was mentioned because of Brett Lammerdale, and Gail Kim also mentioned Jim Cornette as well, because she likes Jim Cornette, she likes Dutch Mantel, she likes Al Snow, which by the way, all three men used to work for TNA Wrestling when Gail Kim was there. And know a lot more of the wrestling business, the book wrestling show, matches and all, more so than Brett Lammerdale could, or at least could. So Gail Kim, said, I just saying all that. Some fan, basically responded to that, to Gail Kim, and point out what Jim Cornette said about Asian wrestlers, which include Riho. So this feud went from Gail Kim to not liking death matches to Brett Lamondale defending deathmatch wrestling. Were there a low beat, but in a friendly debating way. Two, to extend with Riho. So in exchange, that also brought up, past comments that, Gail Kim, referring to AW wrestler Riho, which Brett Lauderdale saw as sharing a similar, ununified or ununiform point viewpoint, as Jim Cornette would say, and that is, what Gail Kim had previously, expressed, um, discomfort with, Riho's ring attire. Again, with the whole thing with her wearing, her type of schoolgirl outfit that the camera man will take a shot under her skirt, which, if you can help because of that, because it's right there. It's there, for you to see, but just the way they did it, it was weird the way they did it. Now for me, I really don't mind, but that's just me. But I get Gail Kim saying that. I get her point when she said that, and then she say that when she sees someone like a Riho, she's and the word she uses is believe, when it comes to believable, and when it comes to Riho, in her words, she's not believable. She says in the lines of, when it comes to Io Sky, Mia Yim, Asuka, and whoever other agent wrestlers that she will put in there as well. She, oh yeah, Kairi Sane. She said, they're believable. How they've been booked. When it comes to Riho, who's extra small than those women's, those Asian women's. That's you know that's a huge difference there. Which she ain't wrong either. She ain't wrong. And then back to Jim Cornette with this whole thing. Yeah, Jim Cornette, he does go over the top because he's making fun of Riho. And then Gail can point out that she didn't agree with Jim Cornette, point out of her teeth, which there's nothing wrong with her teeth. I don't know why Jim Cornette mentioned her teeth for, because of Riho. But Gail Kim, point out, some things that was very professional of what she said there. She didn't say anything wrong there about, Riho. When it comes to, not being believable, and when it comes to the outfits she's wearing. Look at a little girl, who's coming out of elementary school, playing wrestling. I'm just especially my words of of Kim saying about while Kim saying it in the way that I just said it. So Gil Kim said about that, right? And then that's when you had Dave Meltzer. Dave Meltzer basically coming to the defense of Riho because she's an AW wrestler. We all know I'm talking, Dave Meltzer is big on AW. And praises them, that they could do no wrong, like the sickos. AW does something that is horrible, but and, but if they see it, they'll do no wrong. I think that's great, and that's the problem when it comes to for AW. They only accept those that on that put the shit over, no matter how bad it is. But they'll say it's good. They'll say it's great. But Dave Meltzer, talks about how Gail Kim, is bullying, Riho And like, where was it that Gail Kim was doing that was bullying Riho? I don't know what he was talking about with that. Riho was being bullied by Gail Kim because she was giving her opinion, which was nothing, that was anything harsh, that was anything disrespectful, or anything unprofessional. She was talking in a respectful, professional manner about Riho. She wasn't burying her. She wasn't saying that she wasn't good. I'm not saying that she shouldn't be in wrestling. And it's come from Gail Kim, who doesn't, who in her words, barely watch the show of AEW. But when she does watch it, she sees someone like Riho, and she sees her facing someone that's twice her size. Yeah, yeah, she's not wrong with that when it comes to saying that it's not believable. It's how they book her. And guess who's her favorite? Kenny Omega, the one who brought her into AEW. So Dave Meltzer, yo, in his words, saying that Gail Kim was bullying Riho, and he said, now she didn't say anything that of any like that label her as a bully, but she used buzzwords that Jim Cornette used when it comes to wearing a schoolgirl outfit and everything and all, and like that's not what Gail Kim was doing. And yeah, she, she may have said she may have said that because of that Jim Cornette said there too as well. But again, she's pointing out uh what comes to what how women's wrestling should be presented. It should not be presented when it comes to that type of what's the word? I'm trying to think what the word to use here. I can't think of the word. But basically, what I'm trying to say is that women should not be should not be looked at uh like that way when they're wrestling a match. Man, I wish I could figure out the word. I was trying to find the muse, to make the point out of all this, but yeah, she's trying to make light of of having a positive opinion about Riho, of how she's dressed up in as she's wrestling. Me, I don't care. Oh, you can wear whatever you want. Just make it look good. You know, but I also get also when it comes to the camera shot sometimes it is very suspect in a way because I watched the show and they constantly kept looking up Ariho's skirt. The camera shot there. I mean, it's right there. Plain as day. You can see it there, and then you have a fan going after Kim for that. Like why you why you focusing on wrestler you know being looked under a skirt or something, right? You know, and I was like, well, if you've seen the show, you can't help but to look. It was right there in front of you. She ain't wrong. If you've seen the show, if you since you brought that up, since that person brought it up to Gail Kim, if you've seen the show, you will know what she's talking about. You mean to tell me saying that to Gail Kim, after you watch the show, saying, oh, why are you concerned about looking up Riho's skirt? You know, why are you looking at under Gail Kim, Riho's skirt and all that, and they commented on it. It's on that there, right? And because again, it's right there in front of you. Because you could visibly see that's how it turned out, how the camera view turned out to be what comes to it. It's not like she was trying to look under it. It just showed. It just showed right there. And it's not just happened at All Out. It happened also in other shows that Riho was part of on Dynamite, but up to All Out. So let me see what I can find here with Dave Meltzer here. Because Dave Meltzer here, is something else. For someone claiming that Yokin is being a bully, meanwhile he's the one who's being the bully to her. So yeah, let me see something here. There's been some criticism and disagreement with Gail Kim and Dave Meltzer, for example, in the past, to express disagreements with Dave Meltzer's viewpoints on women's wrestling, according to a fan discussions online. So because of Meltzer's reporting on the why array of wrestling topics, likely includes, I should say, coverage of Gail Kim's career and her role as a pioneer, which could explain why the two are uh, mentioned together in the discussions within wrestling circles, I should say. Basically, for example, what comes to this, and also I remember Jim Cornette also replied to Brett Lauderdale, making to as well. And he did it in a very respectful manner too. By the way, he didn't write any cuss words or anything, or say anything unprofessional. No, he wrote a very respectful tweet about it when it comes to his thoughts and opinions about death match wrestling, which is not wrestling. And I'm trying to find the other thing about what Gil Kim said about with Dan Meltzer here. Yeah, I wish I could find it, to read it, but I think I did. Let me see. And also, Dan Meltzer bringing up the whole thing where what came to Gil, anyone to let him know about Gil Kim acknowledging the horrible bullying that Riho had to go through on Twitter, which is true. Riho did had been bullied on Twitter so much that she deactivated her Twitter and never came back to Twitter. The only platform you can find her is on Instagram. Now I don't know if Gil Kim knew about that situation or not, but that's not the point. Gil Kim was not. Dave Meltzer here is missing the whole point. Where did Riho say what did Gil Kim said there is as with her being labeled as a bully. What comes to bullying Riho on here. It doesn't exist. So what comes to Dave Meltzer, going after Gail Kim, and then you know saying all that, where he's got his own sickos, that supports AW, listening and watching all that by saying that Gail Kim is bullying Riho, which is not true at all. But they'll take it as that, and they decide to clap back at her. And I think Gail Kim said something about by pulling down Dave Meltzer's 5-star ratings, which I find funny, by the way, because but his 5-star ratings doesn't mean shit anyways. And I'll say it again when it comes to Chris Van Vliet. Even though it was not meant to be this way when it comes to Chris Van Vliet, but Chris Van Vliet, the way he called him out on it, which it was never intent to call him out on it. It was just a question he asked about how he does his 5-star ratings. Basically in the way exposing him while exposing him, how much of a fraud that he is will come onto his 5-star ratings. It's all full shit. It's all full shit. It doesn't exist. There is no clarity of 5-star ratings from Dave Meltzer to do, because it's all bullshit. Doesn't mean shit. So there was some back and forth between Gail Kim and Dave Meltzer. I mean, Dave Meltzer, he's looking like a fool in all this. And then we got one with Kenny Omega coming to the defense of Riho. After seeing all this, right? He could have came, to Gail Kim in a respectful manner. What comes to it, because for someone who's the EVP of the company, what does so basically, with all this going on about Riho, because Gail Kim is friends with Jim Cornette, which I'm pretty sure that's why he did what he did. Even though Gail Kim has pointed out again, doesn't agree with Jim Cornette, you making fun of her teeth, but basically giving her opinion about Riho, about how she's not believable and she shouldn't be wearing that type of outfit watch the wrestling, especially where you got some weirdo with a camera view at the right time to do so. Just look under her skirt. She said nothing wrong there. She was not being disrespectful. She was not being a bully. So what does Kenny Omega do? He tweets by saying another day, another quote unquote legend doing the splits on it for the yearly TKO gift basket with a yarny emoji. That would be something, Kenny Omega, if Kim was actually working for WWE/TKO when it comes to the partnership of TNA Wrestling, which she's not. She's not. That's not what she's doing. I'm sorry, I have to keep pausing, folks. The sirens keeps on passing by, but yeah, I was very disappointed at Kenny Omega for that reply on for even tweeting that on Twitter. What a stupid thing for him to say there. This was not what Gil Kim was doing. She was not doing that just to get up, whatever type of gift basket from TKO. That's not the case at all because she, for one, she doesn't work for WWE. She doesn't work for TKO. She doesn't work for TNA anymore. TNA fired her. You know, she's not doing this for clout. She's not doing this. And think about it, this all this happened all because a fan, told told Gail Kim on Twitter about saying that Jim Cornette said about Riho and Asian wrestlers. In a way, Gail Kim took the bait, which she should have never done, when it comes to these type of these random tribalisms of fans. So so basically, Gail Kim was getting these media attention for all the wrong reasons, where it should be for all the right reasons. When it comes to about what she was originally commenting on, and she was commenting on the death match that she saw on the documentary was pure trash, and she was 100% right. And then this blew out of proportion out of nowhere because this one idiot fan on Twitter told her about what Jim Cornette said. And if we can be fair too, by the way, Jim Cornette's name would never be brought up if it wasn't for Dave Lauderdale. Because Dave Lauderdale who brought Jim Cornette, and if that's the case, why bring up Jim Cornette when it comes to this in this sort of situation? Because we said about Riho, for all these past years, and he talked about Riho since watching her on AW television. Why only single Jim Cornette? And also about this fan too, by the way, that brought Jim Cornette's name because again, I can also mention because liking Jim Cornette, but let's also think about too why I want to mention Jim Cornette in this whole thing. Why does Mattel's name was mentioned? Why Al Snow's name was mentioned? What comes to it? Why they had to go backtrack on Jim Cornette's name here? Because he's the one that who also talks shit about AEW, but for the right reasons. If Brett Lauderdale would not brought Jim Cornette because this was Gail Kim watching this. It was Gail Kim point of view about her opinions about what she saw on that documentary. There was no need to bring Jim Cornette's name up. There was no need to bring up Josh Mantel's name up. There was no need to bring up Al Snow's name up. They had nothing to do with it. So Brett Lauderdale, should be getting the blame for all this too. I mean, he should be getting the blame for all this, I should say. For instigating bring up those names. All he had to do was, because of Brett Lauderdale's response to Gail Kim was, let's have a little talk about what you saw on the documentary. What comes to your point of view of this being pure trash and no storytelling in this match. That should have been his reply. Instead, he would reply by give his examples. There was storytelling and blah blah blah, which it wasn't. And then bring up Jim Cornette, Josh Mantel, and Al Snow for crapping on his promotions, which they had every right to because even I think that promotion is trash too because it's trash. But and then also I go after Gail Kim by saying, do anyone remember any memorable matches Gail Kim has? Well, if they don't remember, that's because most of your wrestlers on the roster of GCW doing these deathmatch matches that took shots to the head are diagnosed with CTEs. And they probably even though they probably don't even remember their matches. So yeah, Gail Kim did not deserve this. Gail Kim didn't deserve this criticism, this backlash from anyone. And it got even worse because Dave Meltzer started instigating it, and then Kenny Omega didn't make things even better. He made things a lot worse for Gail Kim. And I feel sorry for Riho in all this because Riho's name was brought into this. There was no reason for Riho's name to be brought into this as well. It should have been just between Gail Kim and Brett Lauderdale, because Brett Lauderdale, who really instigated it first. So he can go fuck himself. Him and GCW can go fuck themselves. GCW is trash. Their death match wrestlers are trash. It's not even wrestling. It's garbage. It's nothing but indie, much type of outlaw bullshit. That's a wannabe ECW and a wannabe CZW. And I'm not even that fan of. I'm not even that much of a fan of CCW too. All the things I saw they do, using scissors to cut their wrestlers with. I fucking hated that. So yeah, I got nothing to say about that, folks. That's pretty much what I want to say from there. Now, I want to bring something up too. I want to bring your panels on here. Let's talk about this, but I'll talk about some other time. So that being said, folks, I'm just gonna call it a night from here. That way I can watch me some Victory Road, and then I'll try to watch SmackDown as well. Hope I can watch all that before I go to bed. But we shall see. It just depends, if it's up already because to TNA Victory Road. Let me just double check something here before I do anything. But folks, I hope you enjoyed the show. For me and the Omega Red, with the debacle for on some he's got work in the morning. I'm assuming that's what it is, but let me see here, son. Oh, wait, I gotta open it up first. All right, we go. All right, so let me see. Can I watch it? Okay, I guess I can. All right, folks. So once I'm done with this, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm about to call it a night. So this was Being the Asylum, episode 249. Next time we do an episode of Being the Asylum, it'll be episode 250. And when that will be, probably on the Wednesday. I'm thinking Wednesday to do it. Yeah, that's the day I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna stick to that day to do it. So, folks, unless something comes up. If something comes up, then I'll think about doing this sometime in the week, over the weekend. I don't know. Let's we could do it on Sunday. Yeah, let's do it on Sunday. Yeah. So Sunday after I leave work, obviously, and go home from work, we would definitely do 250 for Being the Asylum for that one. So that being said, folks, thank you all for watching. For the Omega Red, this is the Natural Born Thriller saying peace on the streets. All you be well, stay safe, take care of yourself, everything's going well. For I am out here, talk up for now. That's a visual and active. Goodbye and good night. Bye. Now, folks, tomorrow, or starts going to be on tonight. I don't know if the Omega Red on the stage of Six Paths is going to do a watch along for NXT No Mercy, along with the True Jaybird, and maybe CJ. Maybe I'll be able to as well. I don't know, maybe. But either way, I'm pretty sure that they're going to do a stream on the show there. If not, well, I guess we'll find out later on that night. But I will be working though, so I won't be able to watch the show until after I'm done with work, and I'll go home. And I guess by the time when I do get home, because I'm planning on hang around outside for a bit before I go home. That way it'll be enough time for me to go back home to to watch it on the clock, Peacock. So, which is the only platform you can still watch PLEs for NXT shows. So, but WWE is now on ESPN. And that means that, but that whole thing, WWE needs to get their shit together when it comes to better outcomes for these matches. When it comes to better finishes too as well. And I'm not talking about the opening with Brock Lesnar and John Cena. That was fine if they changed that. The main event though, that was the match was fine though. I'll say the match was fine, but the closing of it, yeah. But anyways, folks, there you go. But folks, yeah, we'll see what happens for over this weekend. But you will get BTA on Sunday for episode 250. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. God bless, peace, and take care.